recorded on and written September 29th, 2022. And they also show me a plane that I get the word 200, but also 234 comes in. So I'm not really sure, but I see it flying and disappear. I see another one flying and disappear over mountains. So basically I see the two planes collide, and then I see a different plane. And again, the word 200 to 234, and I see it flying and disappear over the mountains.
Is this why the Psychic Sleuth got the number 200 to 234? Because MH370 disappeared on March 8, 2014. He has 239 souls on board. Is this a sign MH370 will be found?
Is that why I got it? Maybe they'll find it.
See,
I usually get future stuff.
They're going to be doing another search this coming summer in 2023. And they have 2 pinged spots for the part of the ocean that they're going to be searching. That's why I had asked you if it was found, but I thought you saw it as it going into the side of the mountain. But
no, I saw it disappearing over the mountains.
Okay, yeah, because they basically.
So I don't know if I'm picking up
down.
this because going to screen and they might find it back, or it could be a new one missing because it has 227 people. What I say, 200 and something. What was the amount I said?
The number you said like 200 and I want to say like 40 or something, but it was a very close number to the number of people that are on that plane. If you thought maybe
I don't know why I get what I get sometimes. I don't know.
I'm like, well, maybe that's what it means. Maybe they'll find it because they're searching this summer.
That was autowrite 7, right?
Yeah. Don't quote me on that. I'm obsessed.
I said they look to be larger planes. Okay, that's the colliding one. I get the. Hold on. Also show me a plane, and I get the word 200, but then 234. So maybe I was getting a range between 200 and 234.
Yeah.
So it could be that one. They could be going to find that. If I scared anybody about one disappearing, it could be that.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping. I'm really hoping they find it. I'm obsessed. I re-listen to the books. I re-listen to that case all the time.
So that could be definitely it. I mean, it could be. It could be just they're going to find it if they're going to do a search.
Yeah. 239 people that are on it. So you got the number around it. Yeah.
Yeah, I said I guess I got 2 numbers, 200 and 234. So maybe it's a range.
Yeah. I'm going to pray that that's what it's about.
So 2 pinged areas in the ocean?
Yes.
Is it
they got 2.
Did that actually fly over mountains to get to the ocean where it was, though? Because I just see it flying over mountains and it's like vanish.
They were at the bottom of Australia. They were going north up to China, but then they ended up going west over some other areas and then went south right into the ocean. I mean, there's probably mountains over there. I don't know. I've never been out of the country, so.
I mean, we could do a reading on it and see what happened.
Let's do it.
Not tonight, but.
I know.
I'm having like a fibro flare for some reason. Or my body's like aching. I don't really know why.
Yeah. I could validate a lot. I have so many books on that case. Miss K said it did go over mountains. So, yeah.
Okay. Then that must be it. We can do a reading on it. Maybe they're saying it's going to be found when they go into the pink. But the reason I want to do a reading on it is to see what happened. I want to see if it was like radical or, you know what I mean? Like I want to see why it went down.
That would be awesome because I bought so many books. I'm obsessed with it. Every
Really?
night when I go to bed, that's literally what I'm listening to is books on that plane. No, I'm not kidding. Greg says you're like, because I'll start dreaming that I'm actually on a plane. He's like, you need to stop that.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah, you're a little obsessed with that.
I am. That's why I wanted you to do it. I want to know the real reason. There's so many speculations and, you know, I'm not going to say anymore, but.
Well, that's why I got it. I
That-
mean, you know, sometimes like I say, like things don't mean what I think they mean. Like, depends on how you perceive it. So I could be being shown how it disappeared, and it might, like I say, past, present, or future. So they could be bringing that up because they're gonna do a search. It's definitely.
Yeah.
She said 239 people. What did I get again? 200 to 234 or something? Wait.
Yeah, you're.
Hold on. Let me look at that again.
Like you were almost spot on. You're like so close to the number.
234.
Yeah, and it's 239. So.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
Possible. Why would they
That's
give
why
me 200 and then 234? It's kind of weird. I don't know. It's possible. I mean, we could see. We could see what happened.
Okay. Okay, that'll be one case I won't have to sit there and research for 2 days. I've been doing it for over a year. That white candle I bought, I literally light it every year on the anniversary of the plane going missing.
I thought there was more than that one that went missing, though. Hasn't there been more planes that went missing?
I mean, there was one, but it was only like missing for like a week down over by Florida. But otherwise, that's the only plane that they've never found.
I said they found pieces of debris, though, did they?
Yes. Yes. In like certain part of the country, like certain other certain countries, but it's more than one area. Yep, that's the one we're
weird.
talking
It's almost like so I keep seeing it fly over mountains. Like, that's a repeating thing. So it must have been just right after it flew over the mountains. It must have just went down like not long after that, right?
That's what they're thinking.
Because I keep seeing the mountains, and then that's when it's weird. Like, they show it just vanished into thin air, like right after it goes over the mountains. So
Yep, March 8th, yep.
So I'm getting a vision on it actually right now, since we're talking about that happens sometimes. But what I can see is the pilot grabbing the stick like this, like with both hands, like he's almost trying to pull it up. You know what? You know in those movies how you see like something's going down and you see the pilot like kind of grab this whatever it's called, yoke stick, whatever, and kind of try to pull it up, but it won't go up.
Yeah.
That's what I keep seeing and panic. So maybe it was something mechanical, but why did it turn around? I don't know. Like, maybe they thought they had a mechanical error and they were turning around to go back or something. I'm not really sure, but that's it's repeating like that.
Okay.
Is that called a yoke? What is that called? What is that? What is that called?
Let's see if somebody says. I don't know. I don't know my planes, but. Yep, Jill said yoke.
Yeah, because what the heck is that really called a yoke? Yeah, we're probably gonna stay on for California, and then we're gonna go.
I'm gonna reset it then.
Because we're only like 20 minutes away. No, I don't think so. The way he's holding it, it's like he's trying to pull it up and it won't pull up. So can the yoke break or something to where it doesn't connect to where the plane will pull up? Like, it's almost like okay, now they're showing me electrical failure. Could that
Okay.
be something? I don't know. The way they're showing me is like electricity going like this. They keep showing me that.
Okay.
Something. So, and then I get the yoke. I don't know anything about planes and if that's possible.
Okay. Well, for a small portion of the turnaround, there it was like they had electrical loss because they weren't able to see them on radar.
Okay. So that could be the electrical I'm getting then.
Yeah.
I keep getting the yoke. I keep trying to pull up the yoke and it's not pulling up. I don't
Like
think it
it's
was on
stuck?
purpose. I really think there was something wrong with the plane.
Okay. Because that's literally, I won't say it, but yeah.
But it's almost
Chloe.
like I don't know if they were trying to turn around and go back. You know what I mean? Like he was trying to turn around and go back before it got worse. Because I'm also, it's weird. Okay, I feel like I'm on the stupid plane now. You know when you're on the plane and like all these beepings. You know, have you ever seen on movies when the plane's about to crash and it's there's those sounds are going off?
Yeah.
Like all the beep beep beep, like and all the things are going crazy. That's what
Yeah.
I keep seeing.
Okay. Okay.
The last communication was 38 minutes after takeoff.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they were trying to find a place to land or something, or go, because they weren't going to make it.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting mechanical error.
Okay.
I'm not getting it with sabotage. I'm getting that maybe they didn't do all the checks right or they missed something in the checks.
Right.
Because they're showing me a checklist. And it's like some things are checked, but some aren't. Like maybe someone got lazy and didn't change anything, or maybe they missed it. I don't really know why they're showing me that. I wasn't going to work on this, but I'm getting all this information. So yeah, I'm getting that. I'm getting like it's like I'm sitting in the plane and I'm getting all the, and you know, the things drop down for them to put over their mouth, the oxygen.
Yeah.
Getting that dropping down. Everybody's screaming. I'm literally like I'm in the plane. This is kind of weird. I've never done that before because I've never done a plane crash before, so this is new. Yeah, everything's going haywire. There's something electrical. There's something electrical and something with the yoke.
Okay.
Or the electrical caused the yoke to not be able to pull up. I don't know. Can that happen? I don't know. I don't know something. Because they keep showing me that repeating vision of I can't pull up the yoke of the plane. But before that, it's the all that electricity and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want you to say too much. Just validate what I'm getting. It could be next year. That's what's going to happen, and that's why I saw it. Okay, thank you, Nans, for telling me that because it's weird. Like, you know how Ted showed me the electricals in the brain. I'm seeing that, but they're showing me it on like the engine and stuff, like going across. Like, so I think that's symbolic for being something electrical. Everything's going haywire in this freaking plane right now. Like everything's beeping and going off. I'm seeing people hugging each other. Okay, I've never been in a plane when it's going down. This is kind of trippy. Because I can remote view. So it's almost like I'm remote viewing in the plane. Yeah, because I see the mass drop, so that tells me that this is, and he couldn't do anything. Like there was nothing he can do. I think things started to fail, and he was trying to find a place to land. That's how it comes across. You know, like maybe that's why he turned around, or like maybe he saw, well, I can go land over there or something, like on his radar. Like he was trying to find a place to go. You know what I mean? And maybe he even thought, you know, sometimes how planes land on water and they're able to do that. What was that one where they landed on water and
Yes.
that guy saved everybody? Because I'm getting a reference to that. Like I think maybe that's what he was gonna try to do, but something happened.
Yeah, there was a programmer that thinks that he has like a route where they were going around in circles above the airport. But there's no like record of communication with that airport that they were circling above.
Yeah, Sully. Yeah, that guy. So it's almost like he was trying to maybe land in the water, or he didn't know what to do. You know, it's one of those things where it's like he's going to try to do the best he can, but things are out of your control. So
yeah,
it's one of those things where he tried to land, because he's pulling on that yoke so hard, like he can't get it to go up. I don't think it was it's not coming across as intention. It's coming across as an accident, like a mechanical error with the plane.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were trying to do an emergency landing, but I think that's why I think they turned around. But I think at one point their mind went, well, maybe we can land it in the water because we're not going to make it. You know what I mean? Because then I get that reference of Sully, like that. Maybe that was the idea. I'm not getting anything. I just don't think they didn't. There's something with whoever's supposed to check off the plane or something, like they missed it. Like, because I get that list of check marks, like maybe they didn't check it off, or it's not coming across as intentional at all. It's coming across as an accident.
That's what I'm hoping.
Why do I hear Malaysia? Was this a Malaysia flight?
Yes, Malaysia 370. Yes.
Okay.
They started out at Malaysia, not Australia. Sorry, they started at Malaysia going to China.
Because I just heard Malaysia, and I didn't know that.
Yep, it's Malaysia.
Because you said Australia, so I didn't even.
Yeah, I accidentally did. Yeah.
All right, cool. I got the same kind of with Kobe with mechanical error, pilot error. When I did that, because I kind of looked into that for a minute. I didn't do a reading. I just got visions on it. This was somebody failed in their job prior to takeoff. Is the way that it came across.
Okay. I believe it, because there was an inspection right before they left.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting the check thing, like the check, but it's like almost like they missed it, or yeah, negligence. It's like they missed something, or they got lazy, or maybe they didn't catch it, because it feels like electrical. I don't know if that's something you can catch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes things just go wrong, like in your car, like, and
Right.
you could have had it completely checked. I hope my mic still works. Still works, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think they did check it. Like I said, I'm getting check marks, like a paper with check marks, but it's almost like it wasn't checked thoroughly, or they missed something, or you know what I mean? Something like that. Yeah, like it's like when the plane's going down and all the damn alarms go off and stuff, and you reach below a certain level, that's like how it feels.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like I'm not seeing anybody sabotaging it. They just keep showing me the checklist, like something. Either they didn't check it off or they checked it and they missed something.
Yeah.
And I'm in, like, they put me in the plane to show me what the pilot and everybody was going through.
Okay.
He started praying. I don't know if someone was Catholic. I get like this before they go down. I definitely think they're in the water. It splashed. So inside the water, there's like these caverns or like
ocean mountains. That's what they call them. They call them like ocean.
They're like, okay, I'm calling them caverns because I don't. It reminds me of a cavern. Like it'll go, you know how they go up and then like there's like a crevice.
Okay.
They're in that it's in the crevice, but I do think it broke apart. But I only see, okay, so you know when have you ever seen on the movies where they show like just part of the airplane, like this part of it, not the wings?
Yeah.
It's almost like I'm seeing that, but not the wings, or maybe one wing. But it's just that part. So I think the wing, something happened with the wings where the wings came off and maybe sunk. Okay. But the plane looks like most of it, maybe not all of it, is sitting in like a crevice in a mountain thing.
Okay.
And the weird thing that I keep seeing is, so I see the ocean, right? But then around the ocean, I see mountains. So I feel like this part of the ocean is literally surrounded by mountains, like almost like,
So they're,
how do you, okay, so like, or it's really close to the mountains. The mountains are significant.
okay.
Okay. But behind them. So the mountains are significant behind them. Like if I were to come up out of the water and look back, I can see the mountains behind me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're really close.
Okay. Huh.
I mean, does that make sense?
It does, like in the area that they're looking, but I don't know which way, but I feel like they are looking.
I'm like in the center. I'm like in the middle. So it's almost like, I don't know if the mountains kind of wrap. Like it's almost
like you
like,
have
I want to say there's mountains on this side and there's mountains behind me, right? And then there's water right here and like I'm somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to say that there's kind of like, you know how sometimes in the water, like the water kind of comes in and then there's kind of like mountains that sort of surround it. Like I get mountains on, if I'm facing this way, there's mountains on my left, and there's mountains behind me. Okay.
See, that makes sense.
And then it would be like in the middle.
Okay.
I don't know if there's mountains on this side. There could be mountains on this side. Because it's almost like I'm surrounded by, except for the front.
Yeah. Yeah. The front's just ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, the front's just ocean, but like to the sides and behind me is mountains. That's what I keep getting.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yes.
I don't know why Shauna Bell's saying no. But anyways, like inside the water, there is this, like, we're gonna pass how we're gonna pass. You can't live life like scared. You know, we choose it before we come. You can't, that's something you can't stop. So but in the water they keep showing me like it's like this like crevice.
Okay. Which makes sense because the ocean has like, big mountains.
Yeah, and I think that's why have they like done radar or something? Is that why
they have? But the corner of the pings that they're going to do is like closer to Malaysia, but like off-centered from where they've already searched. Basically just extending where they've already searched.
I'm wondering if they could have missed it, you know, because like sometimes like people miss cars and stuff in the water because it's being hidden. But I do hear extend.
Okay.
but it's weird. It's like this cavern is like
And they have better technology now than they did before. So
this cavern is like I don't know how to, I keep seeing it like this. Like there's like a crevice in like the mountains under the water or whatever.
okay.
And it's like the plane just fit like right there in that crevice. It's so weird.
Okay.
It, because I like see it like floating for a minute and then I see it sinking, you know.
Like kind of just blends in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the crevice is like, it kind of like drops down. So it goes like this. So it's possible that it's like wedged in there and that's why they're missing it. If
Oh.
they've went out far enough.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
but for some reason they're saying like the middle. Cause I'm getting mountains kind of like almost all around me, but it's like in this little area and like in the middle. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. It does. Yes. I think they're too far south, so that makes a lot of sense. In my opinion.
I'm trying to like get like I don't know how many feet or whatever it would be. Yeah, like 25,000. I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if that's deep or out, you know.
Yeah. Well, they're pretty far out.
Okay, so she said the wings were found. So that's why that's why I'm seeing it without wings. Okay.
Yeah, so part of them were like the one side. Certain pieces of it, but certain pieces of it was, yes.
So we expected that to come in so clearly. I mean maybe, but I don't get a lot of. I suck at maps. I mean I'm getting better at them, but 25,000 would be 25,000, not 2,500. It'd be way deeper than that, but it's in a crevice. I think it's just in a crevice. It's like really hard to see. That's the thing. It's like, you know, sometimes they miss cars when they're like crevices. It's like, I don't know if it's like 25,000 feet out or 25,000 feet down. I'm not really sure. But that number comes to me. So. Oh, the ping for the black box was only last week. So this will be interesting if it comes up.
Let's go back to the plane.
I mean, that's all I'm getting though. I don't know how deep or how far it is. But I get like 25,000. So it's possibly, I mean, that was a really vivid, they gave me a really vivid experience. I think the most vivid you can get with doing something like this.
Yeah. With all the speculation, it makes me feel better about what you got. I mean, not that they're missing, but you know what I mean? Like, just because there's so many speculations about.
Thank you, Amanda. Right back at you.
It being done on.
Right. Well, I mean, then how many unalivings do we hear that? And sometimes I get the, you know.
Right. A lot.
I mean, sometimes people think it's not, and from what I get, it is, you know. Not always, but
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if that makes sense to you, I mean, I don't know what good a psychic reading on is going to really do. I mean, it's not like I can call them and be like, hey, this is the location you need to look. I mean, maybe.
Well, they've already got 2 specific areas from.
I mean, it's already pinged, right? I'm curious at where they're pinging at.
Both.
I mean, it's a big possibility they're going to find it next year.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're still looking for it, though. That's kind of crazy that they decide back and look for it.
Yeah. They searched for 4 years they searched, and they'd never found it.
I think it's because it's like they're adamant about it being like in this like crevice.
Okay.
That's something that is like repeating, and we know how they are when they repeat.
Yeah.
Like they're important.
Yep.
So usually when it's a repeat, like the cop badge that night, like it drove me crazy all night long.
Right.
Or the security badge, whatever badge it was. But this is like, it's like repeating like that. Like it's inside like this little crevice, and somehow it's being missed. But I feel like it's also maybe super deep. Like there's something about, I wonder if they have, thank you, Bertha. Do you guys know if they have anything like not like underwater drones? Are they going to use underwater drones?
Yes, this time around, and they did before, but they were hooked to wires, and this time they're gonna send
This
them
is
down.
not hooked to wires. Yeah, this is without. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. This time they're gonna be. That's what they're using.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm getting underwater drones. I'm like, wait, is there something that can fly underwater? Like I kept seeing that. So
They just made
underwater
like
drones.
them. They've been inventing them the last few years.
Are they bigger? They're like bigger
Yes.
than like they're bigger than they kind of look like have you seen the new planes out that are like now that are like the black one, the really cool black ones are like a triangle like that. Like that's how I keep seeing these drones. Like they're like really smooth and they're like a triangle and they're like black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep going U. It's like a U-shaped trench, yeah, or a V because I'm going like this. So
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty deep. How far is? I wonder. 25,000 really does stick out.
What does? I'm sorry.
25,000. And these drones have sonar on them too, or are they just
yes.
Or they just regular? They have sonars.
Live sonar.
Live camera and everything. Live sonar. Okay.
Yeah.
With infrared. Because I heard infrared.
That I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm assuming since it's dark down there, there probably
is. I think they're gonna find it.
Oh man, I hope so.
Like it's weird. Like they're showing me all these visions, crazy because I'm not even scribbling. They're showing me these people in like white coats, which tells me scientists, doctors, and I feel like they're like the best of the best, and they've come together. And I'm getting chills with this. They've come together to make something to help find it and do everything that they possibly can to find it. So it's like we've got the best. It's almost like we've got the best minds working on this, and they show me a lab. So they show me it's possible that they're the ones. I don't know who created the drones, but there's going to be other things beside the drones. There's going to be whatever they've created or come up with or scientifically figured out. It's weird. They show me because I've been watching Big Bang Theory, and you know how like he does all his equations on the board and stuff. Like that's what I keep getting.
Okay.
So they're doing like equations to see where maybe it went down at. We've got the best scientists that have come together that almost like some of the best minds. For some reason, maybe they volunteered to find this. There's some kind of new techniques. Yeah, there's some new techniques or something. And I'm thinking that too far south. That's what you said, right? Because I'm getting more north.
I think it's too. Yeah. You're getting north, and I think they're too far south. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree because that's what they keep taking me. Okay, so what they keep showing me is like I said, the mountains are behind me. So they're showing me the mountains are behind me to tell me to go further the other way.
Okay.
Like not towards the mountains, but to go. I guess it would be north, right? To go to go towards the ocean and not
Yep.
the mountains.
Yep.
Towards the ocean.
Yeah.
They're gonna find it. Like, I think maybe that's why I got it. Because like I don't
hope
think I would get it if they're just gonna research it. I feel like I feel like I said, they've brought in a lot of people in for this, and there's gonna be a lot of new equipment. What
Yes.
is going to be, it comes across as being like what is that word I'm looking for? Like, they're going to be able to use this in the future. This is going to be a groundbreaking. I'm getting chills on my head for that. So this is going to be groundbreaking. Whatever they're doing, it's going to be groundbreaking to find planes and boats in the future in the ocean. There's something groundbreaking about it.
Yep.
And this will make history. This is a historical thing, but there's whatever they're going to use, they're going to be able to use in the future.
Okay. Yeah.
And I get chills in my head with that. So that's a huge validation. North. I'm asking about more north, and I heard yes. They need to go more north, more towards the ocean and not towards the mountains. Like, the mountains are okay. So when I'm where I'm at, the mountains are kind of like a blur in the background. So they're not close.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're where they're at, the mountains are like a blur.
Yeah. One of the pings that
they're kind of in the, like, they're in the distance. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, totally. 100%.
Okay. This is the first time I've ever tried to find a plane. So this is like
awesome.
This is historical in itself for the Psychic Sleuth.
And that would make sense because one of the pings is a little bit north from the last search area. So
it's whatever ping is more north.
Okay.
Is the one I feel like they need, because I'm getting like second ping, or the ping that's the furthest north.
Yeah.
Is the one they need to go with, but it's like it's not in an exact. It's just really close. It's not.
Yeah. Right.
It's not exactly where it is, but it's like really close to it.
Okay.
Did they put flowers in the water? You know, sometimes when people pass in the water and I don't know where they did this at, but I see like leis like being placed in the water, or flowers being placed in the water. Does anybody know if they did that?
Some of the families did, yes.
Okay. I got chills with that too. So they're showing me that as well. So that's, I guess, just a validation.
Okay.
What a way to bring in the new year. Didn't want to channel, and I am channeling. Woo!
I'm obsessed with this case.
It's all Tammy's fault.
Yes.
No, actually, it's Spirit's fault, because I said not now, and I just started getting downloads. So I'm trying to see if there's like anything else that I can get. Like, I really think they're gonna find it, and it's because of the new technology and the scientists and everything. Like, there's something with the math that they feel. It's weird because a reference to like Big Bang Theory and and the like all that weird stuff they do that the people that are really smart do, that I would look at and like go like that. I wouldn't be able to understand it. But there's something with like the mechanics of it all. Like these scientists are really good, and they're going to be able to. The ping is really close. It's not exact, but it's like really close. But I would say the furthest north. It's almost like, okay, this is what I'm getting. It's in between the two pings. Does that make sense? I'm wondering where the two pings are, because I feel like I'm right in the middle.
One of them, well, the middle is the search area they've already searched. There's one that's north, and then there's a little, the other ping is a little east.
Okay, so I would go more
area.
Okay, but so if you're saying one is north and one is east, right?
Yep.
Okay, I would go here.
Okay.
More towards the north side, because I feel like I'm almost right in the middle of the two pings. Does that make sense? Like not completely in the middle, but remember when we did Quentin's and they wanted to put me between the house and the work, like in between.
Yeah.
And where he was dumped was almost in the middle. It just wasn't exactly in the middle.
Yep.
Okay. So it's like it's like that, but it's almost in the middle, but it's further north.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yes.
But it's like in a like some kind of crevice, like hiding or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
mathematicians or really smart people like
yeah.
like on Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
But it's almost like I'm more towards the North Ping, but I'm almost in the middle, but not quite, like further towards the North Ping. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it kind of took me back to Quentin's, how they gave me a middle ground with where he like they told me like in the middle between work and home, which was really close.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't exactly the middle, but it was like a little bit further towards the work, right? So this is almost the same thing, like the middle, but a little bit further towards the north.
Okay. Okay.
Electrical issues, copper, I believe, is what I was getting. Yeah, now they're showing me news. They're showing me news and they're showing the families on the news. So that tells me that after this happens, they might bring the families onto like talk shows or the news and talk to them about how they feel about the plane being found. Yeah. I feel really good about that locate. Like that's why I was getting the middle earlier. But
Okay.
it's just a little bit further north than the middle.
Okay.
But it's just like a reference point to me.
Right.
You know what? Did they ping the black box? Is that what they were pinging?
They were trying, but a lot of them were false sounds.
Okay, yeah, because the black box I see like smushed or something. Like it's like really dented in. So I don't know if it really
They're in the
it's really dented in, but so would the black box still be in the airplane?
I think they said they have two. One is at the end, like around where the tail is, and the other one is where the electrical area
In the front?
is. Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I asked if it was still in the plane because I'm getting the one at the front.
Okay.
Either still going to be able to get stuff off of it, but I get like it's crushed. But I think that they'll still because I don't know if there's an inner part they can take out and like fix.
Yeah.
I'm not really getting the one in the back.
Okay.
I'm getting the one in the front. Well, I definitely feel like at least even if it's not the full plane, what I'm getting is that they're going to find is the head of the plane.
Yep.
Like and it'll go back. And I don't know if it goes all the way or if it's just half of it. I'm just seeing the front of the plane. So
Right.
I think they're going to get the black box out of the front, but I feel like it'll be crushed, but I think they'll be able to get something off of it. Does that make sense? Like it won't be completely useless.
Right. Okay.
I think the box in the front is the plane, and I think the other one, like she's saying, might be the other ping. So it might have dropped out behind them, and the plane is with the other black box, the one in the front.
Okay.
I mean, that kind of makes sense to me, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to find every piece. This is like the main thing. And I'm getting that they're going to find like the main, either the front part of it or most of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if the tail's there. The tail might have came off. I'm only seeing like the front of the plane and like maybe to the middle, and it's in this was in 2014 though.
Yep.
2000. So this is not a 2014 plane. Yeah, do the lights on a black box? Is there like a little red light that beeps or that goes off? Can't hear you. You're on mute.
Okay. Only for like a certain amount of time. I think it's like 48 hours, 72 hours.
Okay,
I don't remember.
So they're
how
just
long.
showing me that. they're showing me that dummy, the black box, like maybe it blinked for a little bit and then it, it went off.
Yeah, there's like so many hours that it goes off after the plane hits the water and like water gets into it. That's when it starts.
Yeah. I mean, they're all smashed except for, like I said, the front up to maybe the middle. Okay, so it's not going to be like all the plane. I'm just getting like a bigger part of the plane.
Right.
Well, in 2014, did they use yolks? We're talking about a Malaysia plane. We're not talking about USA.
Right.
I'm
pretty sure they did. Because they showed a picture.
Well, that's why I'm saying, for some reason, black box in the front, I feel like that's the one that will work. And that I don't know about the other one. I'm not really picking up anything on the one in the back, but the one in the front I am.
Okay.
And being underwater and stuff, I don't know. They might be able to I don't know. Whatever the yoke is, or the thing, whatever you use to control it is drive it, whatever. That's what there was an issue with, okay? Whether it's called the yoke or whatever the hell it's called. That's just how Spirit shows it to me because I can reference it. Yeah. Yeah, everybody was okay until it started going down. That's in the earlier part of this. See, the article said yoke. Thank you, Lizzie. Because I was a freaking word.
Like where the passenger's conscious the whole time, basically.
I mean, maybe some passed out due to being over anxiety. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when, like, there's sometimes when there's so much anxiety,
right,
I could pass out.
Right.
And the air pressure and all of that,
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was trying so hard to do it, but it's possible that because of I don't think, like, I'm not getting like he like was drinking and drunk or anything and passed out. Like, I'm not getting that at all. Hand out or something.
Oh, I haven't heard that theory.
Dropping air or whatever. Like, I mean, I'm not picking up that he was drinking, it doesn't come in that way. It just comes in at, like I said, I see the electrical go through the plane and I'm having problems pulling up the yoke. Like that's, and I think he started to have warnings and that's why he turned.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they will find it. I think that's why I got it.
Oh, I hope so. It's supposed to be this summer. Last time I heard, it was supposed to be this coming summer.
I mean, I don't know why I would be getting what I'm getting and why I would get that in the autowrite if not. Like if there wasn't success, why would they bring it up? It doesn't make any sense. So I do think I think they're gonna find, like I said, at least like the first half of the plane is the way it comes across, and that's what I keep seeing. They just need to go like a little bit past half of towards the north, and it's like it's in some kind of crevice thing, blah blah blah. Okay. Probably our summer.
Our summer.
She says their
summer. May, June, July, and August is our summer.
Yeah, but are they going to do it our summer, or are they going to do it Aussie summer? Because they have a different summer than us.
Oh, well, I heard June, July, and August is what I've heard in the news I just watched.
Okay, because I was getting June, so that's why I was gonna
Yeah.
ask you.
That I just watched. It was June, July, and August.
Well, actually, they're giving me June/July, so it makes me wonder if it's like the end of June, beginning of July.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll do that if it's like the end of a month, or like when they find it.
Yeah. Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I feel bad for their families. I really do.
Well, we can always send this reading to the people that are searching and be like, here, put this with your scientist and see if you can
Right.
find it.
Right?
So I don't know. We could send it to someone, not like they listen to us.
Right. Right.
We could try though. I mean, we could definitely try. We could cut out this reading and try to send it. Yeah. So find out where we can send it. Let's send it. I mean, what's it gonna hurt?
I can send it. Australia, 60 minutes. Is it 60 seconds or 60 minutes? 60 minutes. They're the ones that have most of the documentaries. I will be emailing this link to them after I cut it, because they're the ones that do all the news about the missing plane.
So
it's going to them.
I mean, if they, I'll hopefully listen to it. Like that would be awesome. If between combined with the psychic and the scientist, like they find it, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it and send it to them because I really want this plane found.
Hopefully, I mean, I basically gave location if they know and they will listen if anything I've said has made sense.
Yeah. Yep.
If anything I've said is something, and I did not know anything about this case, I have never even heard about it. So if anything that I said is something that maybe they already know or whatever, then they will listen to it.
Yeah. March 8th. Every year I light that white candle.
Are you sure we should send it there, or who's actually searching? I mean,
okay, so there's 2 people that have done some research, and that's why there's 2 pings. There's one that it's radio something, and then the other ping is where the guy that said where pieces of this plane was going to land, and this is where the plane is. Well, those are, he like predicted about around the timing that they would start seeing debris on the, edge of the ocean. And he was pretty much on to like the day of when these pieces landed. And then the other one's like a radio photographer. Somebody's going to have to help me with that one, but he's like, I don't know. It's like touch radio or something, like that guy, like put it together for the other ping. So that's why there's 2 pings.
Did you want to get about why
it's so weird to see 1123 on my computer. Okay. I was wondering if we could send it to one of them. I don't think they'd listen though. Scientists are like weird about psychic stuff.
Well,
they like to scientifically prove everything.
Right. Well, the people I was going to send it to, they have contact to all these people. That's why.
Oh, I mean, I can't really get coordinates. Like they'll know where I'm talking about by the pings. That's what I'm thinking. By what I said about the pings, like half the gold that's further north. Yeah. And I can be within a couple miles or whatever. Like I can be close. I might not be exact, but that's what I keep getting.
Never mind then.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to go this way. That is so true. It's never meant to go this way.
Yeah, Inmarsat was the other one with like the radio stuff. That's what it's called. I'm glad you did this because I'm obsessed.
Well, yeah, and that kind of drained me out, man. That was pretty good though. Like I didn't really expect, because I wasn't even scribbling. It's just all the information kind of came in really clearly. Maybe it's a New Year thing. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to always scribble. Well, I noticed though when I was doing Idaho 4, like I would scribble to start going, but there was a lot of times I wasn't scribbling
I noticed that, yeah.
when
Yep.
I was channeling. So it's almost like that gets me in the zone, but then I don't always need it.
Right.
So, I mean, we just talking about it. It was like, okay, here you go. Here's your download.
Yeah. Thank you.
Here's your download for Tammy.
Thank you so much. I sent you all my energy.
I needed it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's accurate. I mean, everything was really vivid.
Everything makes sense. Like, yeah. And I know it's a sad situation, but it kind of makes me feel relieved that
I think
everybody's saying it's a murder-suicide.
She said like 23,000 feet. So maybe my 25,000 feet is off. Is that too deep?
No.
Okay.
No. They compare it to like Mount Everest and like the tallest mountains.
How tall is Mount Everest?
They compare it to the tallest mountains in the country or the world, however you want me to say that. And
is Mount Everest the tallest mountain in the world?
They said it could be deeper than that, if that makes sense. It's like they said, like they're tall.
Okay, so Mount Everest is 29,000.
Okay, so yes, that it was compared to Mount Everest. I do remember them saying
so
that.
my 25 could be pretty good if it's in a crevice.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yep, like in a crevice of mountain range, yeah, underneath. Yep.
They said it's really, really, really deep, and they compared it to Mount Everest.
Say it hit the ocean 1933 kilometers. How much is that?
That's like Miss K,
What's
how
4,000 meters?
Miles? How much
not
is that
in the?
miles?
It's not. I'm telling you guys, it's not in the floor though. It's in a crevice.
Because I know they said it takes like 2 days just to get to the area of the search zone.
I don't know what my 25,000 is. I don't know. That number kind of came to me.
Well, we're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on to it. It can mean something.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll hold on to it.
Yeah.